Tim the Toolman Cook back here from All Seasons Maintenance in East Central Alberta, Canada, back with another Tool Time tool review. Today we just got brand new from Amazon, battery powered 20 volt brushless XR Dewalt pole saw, model number DCPS620B. We're going to do these just a little different. When I look at a tool review, all I really care about what's in the box and what it can do for me. So we are gonna unbox it here on the video, check out what's in there. I'll put her together. We'll come back and we'll see what it can do on an actual tree, and we'll run it through its paces. So here's what comes with it. You get your 3 pieces, 2 extensions in the saw itself. First real quick impression is maybe just a hair heavier than my electric one. I've got basically a no-name electric pole saw, works great. Maybe just a hair lighter than that. But let's put this together and see what it can do for us.
Goes together really nice and tight. You can tell it's well balanced.
Well, I like that. It works really good. Let's check this out up here. There's your 8-inch chain, brand new out of the box, oil fill up there, and that's really all there is to it. First thing we're going to do, we're going to slap a brand new, freshly charged 5 amp hour 20 volt battery on it. And we're going to run her through her paces, and I'll put some oil in it, check her out, and we'll be back in a minute. So, initial thoughts. I like it. It's well balanced once you get the battery on. The cap for the oil fill, super easy to open and close, way better than my gas powered still. Feels, the aluminum's really nice in the handle. A little more plastic on it than I thought there would be, but it is a battery tool. So we're going to set her up, do some cutting. So, first thoughts so far, plenty of power, almost too much power. Make sure you get it right up to the teeth here to grab it, and it will work its way through any branch. I just did one, the last one I finished up with was a solid 6 inches in diameter, worked its way through. Be patient with these. They're not a gas powered chainsaw, but this has plenty of power. Now we're gonna go up back, test her out, run her till the battery drops dead, see how much juice we can get out of it. Okay, so here's the damage. We have 62 full cuts through a 4-inch pressure treated board, plus all of the cutting we did out front. But if anybody's wondering whether they should buy this or not, I would say this is a resounding yes. I would say if I'd have started with a fresh battery on the 4x4, I probably could have made 100 cuts through 4-inch. And when you're doing a pole saw, 100 cuts through 4-inch limbs, nope, you're gonna have to stop for a break before you finish. Pop on here and give you some final thoughts on the Dewalt pole saw 20 volt. First off, I loved it, just like a kid in a candy store. Nothing more fun than playing with some new tools. So, a couple things I learned using it. Number one, make sure you get those teeth right against the log or the branch when you're cutting it in, otherwise it kind of binds in. It's got a real aggressive blade on it, and if you're holding it back, sometimes it actually binds into the wood. It grabs too quick and it can't cut through smoothly, but that's neither here nor there. You know, if I had to pick at anything small, I would say maybe the aluminum's just a little light on the shaft. You know, you can see a little bend in it in the video, but no big deal. The weight of it's perfectly balanced. It cuts through the logs wonderfully. Wasn't any worse working above my head than any other pole saw I've ever used. It has so much power. I was blown away by how well it worked. You know, if you're on a homestead or a farmstead and you're looking for something that you don't have to, you know, gas up, and you already have an existing Dewalt tool line battery setup, man, this is for you. I kid you not, this is awesome. I never thought I would have cut half as good and half as many on one of them 5 amp hour batteries that it did. You know, I'm going back to the survival podcast, people are always calling in, asking Jack, you know, what kind of tools can you use for getting around and working way out in the field? You know, do I need to take a generator? Can I run an inverter off my truck? Man, if you're running the Dewalt 20 volt, especially these new brushless tools, you don't need to worry about it. I mean, they're quiet, there's no gas involved. The only thing is the chain oil, which lasted longer than the battery did, so I was super stoked about that as well. But I mean, these will work anywhere. They're compact, and you know, one other little tip I use for my pole saws, you know, those padded, Plano makes them plastic hard-shelled rifle cases. These fold up and fit in there perfect. You might get some strange looks when you're unloading at the customer's place, but hey, whatever. Anyway, man, I am happy with this. We've got other reviews coming. We got a pole hedge trimmer, and I just got my new brushless reciprocating saw and angle grinder. We're gonna test them out in the next few weeks as well. So anyway, guys, if you liked what we did here today, join our community, subscribe to the channel, come back. We've got a couple of videos every week coming out. If you want to hear me on the Survival Podcast every Friday, almost every Friday, I've been contributing there, helping out with the expert council, answering all kinds of questions. And check out our Facebook page at All Seasons Maintenance. It'll show you what we do on a daily basis. So anyway, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and see you next week.